and welcome to another episode of Ramblin' Rose. Today we're going to talk a little bit about seed starting. The two major problems that people have when they start seeds indoors to extend the season. The very first one is lighting. If you only have a sunny window, that's really not the best, but if that's all you have, that's what you use. If you're going to use lighting from a window, make sure it's a southern exposure. The reason why a sunny window is not good enough to start seeds, in Minnesota, our days are still pretty short in March and April when people are starting seeds. Also, the light from a window kind of comes in sideways. And if your plants aren't getting enough light, they'll look tall and straggly. We call that leggy. And they might even be leaning toward the window trying to get more light. Another thing about windows is there aren't enough hours of daylight, and also at night it can be very cold if they're very close to the window, and it can be very warm during the day. So the sunny window idea isn't the best. If that's what you have, you use it. I did a little experiment this year. I normally do have a plant stand where I have just shop lights, and I use that to start my seeds. This year I actually tried something just to see if it would work, and I just used this reading lamp. It's just a plain old LED reading lamp on a gooseneck, and I used it to start some lettuce seedlings. At first, when the seedlings are just very small, this is why I used a gooseneck. When the seedlings are very small, I put it way down close to the lettuce, and as the lettuce grew, I could bring this back up. There's a picture of it to just give you an idea. Any light works. Plants generally need 12 to 16 hours of daylight, so think about that. If you have to use the sunny window, supplement with another lamp. So that's the very first problem that most people have. The second one is at the end of the seed starting, when you start to think about those plants that are going to be outside. Let's put this down here. I have this covered shelf. There's nothing like really special about it, but it affords some protection, additional protection, but the plants can still be outside. So what I do is generally the beginning of May, like probably the first week in May, I usually put this out. And I will have the plants in here during the day with this, the front up. As the days get a little bit warmer, or if I have a really nice Goldilocks day that's not windy, not rainy, not cold, not hot, Goldilocks, they go out on the table here for about an hour usually. I gradually extend the amount of time they're outside, and I still put them in here at night, and then I zip down the front at night. You don't want to keep them in here with the front zipped down because you get too much moisture. And that can impact disease on your plants. And also, if you have them in here and it's a hot, very, very sunny day, they will fry. So you kind of have to pick and choose what days they're outside, what days they're inside, and for how long. They can be outside here in this covered shelf with the front down unless it gets to be about 35 degrees. At that point, now we're expecting a couple of days that it's going to be 34 degrees at night. So they might be camping on the dining room table for a couple of nights. But like I said, generally, just as the weeks go by and the days go by, they spend more and more time out here in the elements. So they're ready to be out when I plant. Right now they're out most of the day, and I still put them in the shelf at night. So about another week or week and a half, and then I'll be planting. So they'll be at their new home. Thanks for watching.